Howdy everybody, and welcome. Today Amy and I are carrying forward one of our annual traditions. We've traveled down to southeast Arizona to Apple Annie's Produce and Pumpkin Farm to do their 2020 corn maze and to cut our pumpkins right off the vine in their pumpkin patch. We're really excited, one of our favorite things that we do each year, and we're really excited to have you join us today. So, without further ado, let's get right into this.
All right, each year I come here, I like to get in this chair because it's a test of how much out of shape I've gotten since the last time, because it's really hard to get out of it. So let's see how it goes this year. All right. I put a few pounds on since the last time. So you could see some of the corn mazes from past years up here. So that was last year's corn maze that we did. If you want to see last year's video, I'll put a link in the description down below. And just like last year, they've got tents set up. They sell kettle corn here. Other delicious treats. We got a little grill set up over here. You can see you can still pick vegetables too. They got lots of their U-pick going on, but we're not here for that today. And the maze is in a similar spot to last year. I think it's a little bit further, closer this way. It's a little bit further down, but in the same general location. And there's the 2020 Apple Annie's corn maze design. Looks really windy. Looks awesome though. And as every year I review the rules with you. So the most important one is no throwing corn. But it's all obvious stuff. Oh yeah, no cutting corners. That's corny. And yeah, you have to pay a fee. And you pick out some clues that help you get through the thing. All right, Amy, you ready to do this one this year?
You bet.
We brought some water this time. I think we were not as wise last time and didn't bring water. I want to say last year's took us about 45 minutes, right? Something like that. We're gonna time it. We'll time it this year too. We'll flash last year's time up on the screen for you. We're not here to race. We'll just see what it ends up being to compare. So just like last year, you have to choose what they call a passport. They're clues that help guide you through the maze at certain key points. So Amy always goes for the Halloween one. So I think last year I did American history. Do that again. Or maybe we'll do corny. How about corny? I want to lick my finger, but it's probably not the appropriate time to do that. So you can see they have different difficulties here. They have an intermediate maze. And they of course have the challenge maze. Since we're the Cactus Atlas here, we of course always do the challenge maze. All right, as with every year, we're gonna time it. Part of our tradition, so the timer is started. Let's do this. All right, we've entered the challenge maze. I've opted to remove my mask. Everybody's doing the intermediate maze. I don't see anybody else in here. We're out in the open air, so just gonna go for it. This is probably gonna take us about 45 minutes, I estimate. These mazes are huge here, at least the challenge maze is, so don't underestimate it, because you could be out here for much longer than 45 minutes if all does not go well. So just know that. I found our first clue. So for those of you that might be new to this year's journey, here's what you want to find. You want to find these numbered clues. And let me explain what these do for you. All right, so what you do is when you find your clue, you grab your passport, the thing that we grabbed in that mailbox up front, and you can see there's questions corresponding to the number of the sign. You ask the question and then they give you a multiple choice answer. One will tell you to turn in one direction, another answer might tell you to go in a different direction. Get it wrong, you're gonna go the wrong way. Get it right, and you'll go the right way. But you really don't know for sure. So I'm gonna do the corny questions first. The first one is, how many kernels are in a typical ear of corn? 100, 400, or 800? Wow, I really don't know. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say 800. What do you say, Amy?
I'm not sure.
So here's the thing though. Answer A has you turn right, and it's 100. I'm pretty confident it's not 100. I want to say it's more than that. And answers B and C, 400 and 800, both tell you to go left. I bet you it's likely we're going left, so. Now one thing Amy and I like to do is we like to each do a different passport. So we'll now do the Halloween one, and we try to align and see if we answer the same questions and they're both right, they both say to go in one direction. It's a pretty good indicator that we're going the right way. So Amy's gonna get the Halloween passport out and we're gonna do question 1 from that one. Okay, so the next thing is, what is the oldest ghost thought to have been seen in the White House? Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson, or Abigail Adams?
I don't know. My
Well,
Halloween is not very good.
Well, so Abraham Lincoln, I've heard you see his ghost there, but I don't know. I'm gonna say it's B or C. I'm thinking my gut is saying to go left.
All right, then let's go left.
Let's do it. So I think we're not cheating, but I have an indicator that we went the correct way because a couple in front of us decided to go right and they abruptly came back out and went left. So I think we got it right. And so I think, I'm not sure what the actual answers were to either of those. If any of you guys know, leave me a comment down below, but I have a feeling we picked the right direction. We have chosen wisely. Last year I had some good intuition about which way to go, and we did very well. This year, I am just unsure. Much more curvy it feels than last year's. One thing Amy and I are seeing that we didn't notice last year are these like pretty blue flowers growing here on the corn. So here is clue number 2 already. So we have another question to answer. So I'm gonna ask one of the corny questions here at clue number 2. These are not really corny, they're actually very difficult. Which of the following is corn not used for? To feed the world, to clean the air, to help fight disease, or none of the above? Well, I don't think it's none of the above. I think it does feed the world, I know that. So it's either it's gonna be to clean the air or to help fight disease. I think it cleans the air. Don't they use it for fuel? I think. So I'm gonna say to help fight disease is my answer. Turn right. So should we just go with that?
Okay.
Okay. Now if you choose wrong, I don't know how long they string you along. Here we go. That answers the question. They don't string you along for too long. Here's what it looks like when you choose poorly. So you can see we hit a dead end. So that's what happens when you choose incorrectly. I don't think we chose incorrectly once last year, did we?
No.
The questions are much more difficult this year though. So yeah, I like more challenging questions. It makes it more fun. But yeah, so our first incorrect answer of 2020. And now the walk of shame, back to clue number 2. Okay, it is a little bit warm out here. Last year we came, I think we did it in the afternoon, but we actually did start in the morning, probably around 10 a.m., maybe 10:15. And man, it's already warm. So bring sunscreen and definitely bring water. I'm already really thirsty. I'm gonna have to bust one of those waters out here soon. I would also say a few more people out and about compared to last year, but you're really nice and spread out in here so far. I have not felt crowded at any point. So social distancing seems easy to maintain here in the corn maze. This looks like a mutant ear of corn. Look at that. That is frightening. That's a Halloween corn. It's mutant corn. Ew. Yeah, I'm just kind of following the voices in the corn. The voices are talking to me. Okay, now they're making it kinda...
We're going back over.
Do you think? I don't know if we are.
Like I think if we had gone left, I think maybe this is where we'd come.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I am just kind of now... I instantly got lost.
I don't know. Are we just going in circles now? I'm just gonna keep going this way because I'm following the voices. Hopefully I'm not the only one that hears the voices.
What voices?
Yeah, see? Amy said, what voices? Haven't seen a clue. Ah, speaking of haven't seen a clue, we found clue number 3. Amy's gonna read off the Halloween clue, clue number 3, which she says she doesn't know the answer.
I'm sad that I don't. I feel like my Halloween knowledge is just proving me to be like minor league.
Yep.
So question 3, according to superstition, what will you see in the mirror at midnight on Halloween? Your future spouse, a witch, or a ghost?
I'm gonna say a ghost.
Well, a ghost is right, a witch is right, and your future spouse is left. I say right.
Which one would you have chosen though? A witch or ghost or?
A ghost?
Okay, let me read one of the corny ones and we'll compare. Man, I do not know these. How much of a box of cornflakes is corn? 8%, 23%, or 89%? I'm gonna say since corn is cheap and plentiful, I'm gonna say probably not 8%. I'm gonna err on the side of either 23 or 89%, which both say to turn right. So Amy and I thought right for the Halloween question. Would you agree with this one, you think?
Let's do it.
So we're gonna turn right, let's see.
Let's go right.
And you can see it's really clear. There's the sign, that would be left, that would be right. Intuition would say left is the right answer because it kind of goes off in a clear direction, and this makes it seem like you're just gonna go in a circle. Actually, I think it is, watch. I think we chose wrong. Let's see. Here's number 3. I think I see what it's gonna do. At least they don't torture you. You have to do the walk of shame, Amy. You got it wrong, so you have to do it. All right, well that was incorrect also. Man, so that's 2 we got wrong. We are 1 for 2?
Hang on. So if the superstition is that you see your future spouse, what if you're married?
Oh. And right after the clue, they beat you up with choices. You can go this way, you can go that way, or you can go this way. I'm gonna say straight up the middle. What do you think, Amy?
That sounds like a good idea.
Straight up the middle. So intuition kind of tells me to go this way, but what I predict is gonna happen is I'm gonna come out like right here. Let's see.
Will he come out? Or will the corn get him? Ah, he survived!
I did, see? Man, yeah, we are having a much tougher time. Like every aspect of this one is tougher than last year. I hear a tractor or something out there though, so at least people are not far. All right, because we're lost, I have to ask help from one of the gods. Kalima! Kalima Shakti Corn! We'll see if Kali, the corn god, can help us out this year.
Kali's not the corn god.
Oh. Woo, woo. It's a clue. Clue number 4. Let's see if we can get this one right. We have gotten 2 incorrect and 1 correct so far. Yeah, I'm guessing it's a road right out here. So we must be at the edge of the farm property, perhaps, but I think, now I'm really confused. You can hear a truck out there, so like just feet out that way is a road. But I think we're going in a circle though. Our intuition was incorrect again. Sweet mercy. It's clue number 5. Do you remember, Amy, how many questions total there are? Maybe like, there's 10. So we're halfway. Let's do a time check. We're about 33 minutes into this and we're halfway there. But I recall yesterday though, remember we said something similar and then went really fast towards the end?
Yep.
Maybe we just got lucky and went the right way. Who knows what will happen this year, but you could see half an hour deep, only halfway through. So we're walking closer to what I think is the parking lot over that way, but I am thinking now we're getting pretty close to it, if that's what that is indeed. So I think we're going the right direction.
Clue number 7. So yeah, we just realized I don't think we did 6. So that's weird how we got to 7 already. One thing I have to say about this maze though, it is amazing. All right, we got a police line, do not cross. The parking lot's over there. We need to continue going this direction in general. That doesn't feel right because it's taking us the opposite way we need to go. I say this way. Oh, there's a sign. All right, tell me the Halloween question.
What phobia do you suffer from? If you have an intense fear of witches, A. Wiccaphobia, B. Holophobia, or C. Goblinophobia.
I'm gonna say Wiccaphobia, like Wiccan. Like,
I think so.
So what would that be, left?
That's left.
I thought so. Okay, I feel like we're still heading in the correct direction. This corn over here is really tall, but I can still see what looks like the parking lot off in the distance that way. So as long as we either go off this way, and I hear voices, the people we're following I think are going that way. So that's a good sign. Maybe, or maybe we're about to go in a circle. Oh, sweet, sweet success. It's sign number 9. So you can clearly see the parking lot up there. We're seeing a lot of familiar faces now that we've seen on the trail. Very straight line. I think this is the right way. Okay, so that was incorrect. Now what do we do? Jeez, I'm lost. So yeah, we have gotten really lost. Had a clue, an employee came out and asked if people were doing okay, and he just said, yeah, if you walk the way I just came from, that's where 10 is. So, I found 10.
All right.
We're at 10, the last question.
What do kids traditionally say to people at Halloween time in hopes of receiving
Trick or
candy?
treat.
Turn left.
Turn left. We're not even gonna look at any other ones, so should be the home stretch. Almost there. Oh, the voices are getting louder. It's gotta be it. I think we're so close. So close. And stop. All right, there's the final verdict. 56 minutes and 9 seconds. Overall, thoughts compared to last year? Definitely a little more challenging, I would say. The time, if I'm correct about that, would seem to suggest that. I mean, it was pretty close for all intents and purposes, but the questions were definitely more difficult this year than last year. So we're kind of scoping out the farm this year. If you watched our Southeast Arizona road trip video from a couple months ago, we were actually picking vegetables right here, where all this is dirt now. But we'll put a link in the description down below if you want to check that video out. But yeah, we were right here. The sign said the pumpkins are this way, so I'm guessing somewhere over here. It's way out here this year. Ah, the pumpkin patch. One of the pumpkin patches, I think. There's some of our pumpkin friends right off the bat. Some pretty large ones actually this year. Okay, so I've come a good ways into the pumpkin patch and I'm starting to see plenty of choices, so we're gonna have to kind of wander out there to find that perfect pumpkin here for 2020. We've got choices all around. This is a lot taller over here actually, so strangely I don't see any pumpkins near here, but I do see some deeper in there, but I'm almost afraid to walk in there. Shouldn't be. I don't think they have rattlesnakes in pumpkin patches, do they? I hope not. Amy says she found her pumpkin already. Well, that's awesome. Want me to come out with you? Do you need clippers? All right, I'm gonna go give her the clippers. I mean, we were not here even 5 minutes and Amy said she found a keeper. Let's go see if that's true. Sometimes when you flip them on their side, they don't look so good. But she has a nose for these things.
So I think I found my pumpkin. Looks pretty orange and nice and round.
You get it on all sides?
I'm trying. That's a scary sticker bush there though.
All right, Amy's gonna cut hers right off the vine here. Let me get it set up here for a nice shot. Go for it.
I'm gonna get some vines on it.
Ooh, yeah.
Let me get some.
Look at that. That's fresh. That one's got several vines on it.
Yes, it does.
Man. All right, let's see if she freed it. Almost, yep, she did get it. All right. So there's your pumpkin, you sure?
Yeah,
It's kind of flat on one side, but it looks nice.
I like it.
All right, so let's head back that way.
All right.
There's one. Let's take a look at it. Make sure it stands upright, I guess. Right?
It looks perfect.
All right, back out into the field. Thought I saw a good one. Somehow with that Cactus Atlas luck, there's nobody out here. Got the whole place to myself. All right, so kind of making my way here. What we're gonna do with these, of course, is carve them jack-o'-lanterns. So maybe in a few weeks when we get closer to Halloween, we'll do a little special for you guys and we'll carve these things up. My instinct is telling me to go this way. I think I may see one actually. That one looks decent. Yeah, that one's got scarring on it, so pass.
The hunt continues for the elusive, wild, perfect pumpkin. Will he find it? The huntsman believes that he found the perfect pumpkin. But is it? We'll find out.
Yeah, this one's not bad. Not bad at all.
It's pretty charming.
Yeah, it is. All right, I think we picked our pumpkins. So we're gonna exit the pumpkin patch now. We've been out in the sun now for a couple hours. A corn maze and this takes a lot out of you. So I think the next step is we're gonna go pay, maybe peruse some of the goods that they have up there in front, and probably hit the road. I think that's gonna about wrap this one up. Another successful year here at Apple Annie's Produce and Pumpkin Farm. Survived the corn maze, found some awesome pumpkins. Beautiful day as always down here in Southeast Arizona. We thank you for joining us today. We had a great time. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And find us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.